represent the west side. Usual suspects, so what's next? Just let's ride.
Usual suspects, play to this the west. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your head.
Mr. Criminal, young dopey on the tag team. These fools that fell asleep and woke up from a bad dream. From the west, we them usual suspects. Grew up with convicts, gangbangers and roughnecks. Stacking hustle, making that money like daily the subject. In the back of the homies, wiggle strapped up ready to bust text. And what's next? Became a warden of the state. Used to lock us up in cages, running from places we used to conquer. And if it ain't about them dollar signs, not on my mind, won't conversate. Tony Montana, the world is mine, I used to contemplate. Catch me in that S550, chasing this paper, got no time for hands. I entered #1, I used to claim it and I dominate. In a city full of drama, gotta dodge the snakes. Lost souls, dodging them demons, I never lost the faith.
Usual suspects, play to this the west. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your head.
Not residents, we represent the west side. Usual suspects, so what's next? Just let's ride.
Usual suspects, play to this the west. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your head.
Mr. Criminal, young dopey on the tag team. These fools that fell asleep and woke up from a bad dream.
My agenda, no surrender. Used to bust out of a Nissan Integra. My pistol used to look like a hockey stick. From the land where Mexicans like to politic. It's obvious that we very uncontainable. Yes, my city Inglewood unfadable. From the cradle to the grave, we give it all. The power that we have through every street brawl. Shot calling, player, I'm a born leader. With my blue flag, Chuck Taylors and white Peter. My side bitch is my girl's best friend. I swear, this criminal life I'm living on the edge. Usual suspects, play to this the west. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your head.
Not residents, we represent the west side. Usual suspects, so what's next? Just let's ride.
Usual suspects, play to this the west. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your
Mr.
head.
Criminal, young dopey on the tag team. These fools that fell asleep and woke up from a bad dream.
Man, everybody wants to be a gangster till it's time to do some gangster shit.
It's critical!
You can smell the fear coming out your pores when a real gangster comes through the door. All that hard talk, homie, I don't believe it one bit. Seen you get scared when it was time to hit a lick. Your own homies out here got you on the shine. Asked about you, they replied, he ain't no homie of mine. You're the type to get treated like a bitch. Pistol whip and took for your shit. Got you jumping shit. I was always told to think before you speak. I see right through the week, ready for war as they retreat.
Where'd they go?
How you talk, how you move, boy, doesn't add up. Act up, get your body wrapped up, all in plastic. Real killers moving silent, some sicker than the virus. Living how we living, but boy, you're nothing like us. Big tinted young dopey about to clear them all out. Bunch of phonies did nothing when they all got called out. Put a strap in his hands, watch how he shakes. Give me a pistol and I'll show you, homie, that we're not the same. Taking pictures with your tool, only doing it for them views. In a wheelchair and you still can't walk a mile in my shoes. Applying pressure on these cowards as the weak get devoured. Position of power hit you harder like when the planes hit the towers. When it's time to take care of biz, you know I handled it. Our territory expanded it. When they called, I answered it. Quiet down, no need for talking loud. That exposure is the reason why you're about to drown. So I suggest you evaluate and start making some changes, or come in contact with familiar faces. I can smell the fear coming out your pores when a real gangster comes through the door. All that hard talk, homie, I don't believe it one bit. Seen you get scared when it was time to hit a lick. Your own homies out here got you on the shine. Asked about you, they replied, he ain't no homie of mine. You're the type to get treated like a bitch. Pistol whip and took for your shit. Got you jumping shit.
I ain't a puppet, another rapper mascot. Saying dumb shit just on my records. Sell a lot. Matter of fact, better watch what I say, cause the feds got another RICO indictment on the way. I'm behind the scenes, nobody gotta know. Or sue the businessman, leave that gossip in 4 hoes. But when I talk about it, I really be about it. Shout out to every G that was with me in LA County when I was right there fighting back-to-back cases. Program time, stay on your toes for the mother races. Check my resume, that's the shit I'm on. Ain't all over social media, bumping my gun. I ain't on TikTok doing a trendy dance. Don't check it with me, cause I ain't gon' give you no pass. Everybody always wanna talk gangster shit, but freeze up when it's time to really handle biz. Ain't fighting over a bitch, I don't care about her. She for the streets, you and your feelings like a coward. Stop pushing up your gun when you riding on walls. You ain't a gangster, relax, you trying too hard.
I can smell the fear coming out your pores when when a real gangster comes through the door. All that hard talk, homie, I don't believe it one bit. Seen you get scared when it was time to hit a lick. Your own homies out here got you on the shine. Asked about you, they replied, he ain't no homie of mine. You're the type to get treated like a bitch. Pistol whip and took for your shit. Got you jumping shit.
Yeah, everybody think they gangsters till it's wartime. Yeah. There's no calling out when it's showtime. Yeah. Stuck at a red light, but it's go time. Yeah. I'ma give you ass 9 with this 4-5. Rap it to the death, you understand it. It's 4 live.
It smell the fear coming out your pores when a real gangster comes through the door. All that hard talk, homie, I don't believe it one bit. Seen you get scared when it was time to hit a lick.
Usual suspects, player this the West. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your head.
Not residents, we represent the West Side. Usual suspects, so what's next? Just let's ride.
Usual suspects, player this the West. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your
Mr.
head.
Criminal, young dopey on the tag team. These fools that fell asleep and woke up from a bad dream. From the West, we them usual suspects. Grew up with convicts, gangbangers and roughnecks. Stacking hustle, making that money like daily the subject. In the back of the homies, wiggle strapped up ready to bust text. And what's next? Became a warden of the state. Used to lock us up in cages, running from places we used to congregate. And if it ain't about them dollar signs, not on my mind, won't conversate. Tony Montana, the world is mine, I used to contemplate. Catch me in that S550, chasing this paper, got no time for Since I entered #1, I used to claim it and I dominate. In a city full of drama, gotta dodge the snakes. Lost souls, dodging them demons, I never lost the faith.
Usual suspects, player this the West. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your head.
Not residents, we represent the West Side. Usual suspects, so what's next? Just let's ride.
Usual suspects, player this the West. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your
Mr.
head.
Criminal, young dopey on the tag team. These fools that fell asleep and woke up from a bad dream.
My agenda, no surrender. Used to bust out of a Nissan Integra. My pistol used to look like a hockey stick. From the land where Mexicans like to politic. It's obvious that we very uncontainable. Yes, my city Inglewood unfadable. From the cradle to the grave, we give it all. The power that we have through every street brawl. Shot calling, player, I'm a born leader. Wear my blue flag, Chuck Taylors and white beater. My side bitch is my girl's best friend. I swear, this criminal life I'm living on the edge. Usual suspects, player this the West. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your head.
Not residents, we represent the West Side. Usual suspects, so what's next? Just let's ride.
Usual suspects, player this the West. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your
Mr.
head.
Criminal, young dopey on the tag team. These fools that fell asleep and woke up from a bad dream.
Man, everybody wants to be a gangster till it's time to do some gangster shit.
It's critical.
You smell the fear coming out your pores when a real gangster comes through the door. All that hard talk, homie, I don't believe it one bit. Seen you get scared when it was time to hit a lick. Your own homies out here got you on the shine. Asked about you, they replied, he ain't no homie of mine. You're the type to get treated like a bitch. Pistol whip and took for your shit. Got you jumping shit. I was always told to think before you speak. I see right through the week, ready for war as they retreat. Where'd they go? How you talk, how you move, boy, doesn't add up. Act up, get your body wrapped up, all in plastic. Real killers moving silent, some sicker than the virus. Living how we living, but boy, you're nothing like us. Big tinted young dopey about to clear them all out. Bunch of phonies did nothing when they all got called out. Put a strap in his hands, watch how he shakes. Give me a pistol and I'll show you, homie, that we're not the same. Taking pictures with your tool, only doing it for them views. In a wheelchair and you still can't walk a mile in my shoes. Never applying pressure on these cowards as the weak get devoured. Position of power hit you harder like when they plays hit the towers. When it's time to take care of biz, you know I handled it. Our territory expanded it. When they called, I answered it. Quiet down, no need for talking loud. That exposure is the reason why you're about to drown. So I suggest you evaluate and start making some changes, or come in contact with familiar faces. I can smell the fear coming out your pores when a real gangster comes through the door. All that hard talk, homie, I don't believe it one bit. Seen you get scared when it was time to hit a lick. Your own homies out here got you on the shine. Asked about you, they replied, he ain't no homie of mine. You're the type to get treated like a bitch. Pistol whip and took for your shit. Got you jumping shit. shit.
I ain't a puppet, another rapper mascot, saying dumb shit just on my records, sell a lot. Matter of fact, better watch what I say, cause the feds got another RICO indictment on the way. I'm behind the scenes, nobody gotta know, or sue the businessman, leave that gossip in 4 hoes. But when I talk about it, I really be about it. Shout out to every G that was with me in LA County, when I was right there fighting back-to-back cases. Program time, stay on your toes for the mother races. Check my resume, that's the shit I'm on. Ain't all over social media bumping my gum. I ain't on TikTok doing a trendy dance. Don't check it with me cause I ain't gon' give you no pass. Everybody always wanna talk gangster shit, but freeze up when it's time to really handle biz. Ain't fighting over a bitch, I don't care about her. She for the streets, you and your feelings like a coward. Stop pushing up your gun when you riding on walls. You ain't a gangster, relax, you trying too hard.
I can smell the fear coming out your pores when a real gangster comes through the door. All that hard talk, homie, I don't believe it one bit. Seen you get scared when it was time to hit a lick. Your own homies out here got you on the shine. Asked about you, they replied he ain't no homie of mine. You're the type to get treated like a bitch. Pistol whip and took for your shit. Got you jumping shit.
Yeah, everybody think they gangsters till it's wartime. Yeah. There's no calling out when it's showtime. Yeah. Stuck at a red light, but it's go time. Yeah. I'ma give your ass 9 with this 4-5. Rub it to the death, you understand it. It's 4 live.
I can smell the fear coming out your pores when a real gangster comes through the door. All that hard talk, homie, I don't believe it one bit. Seen you get scared when it was time to hit a lick.
Usual suspects, player this the West. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your head.
Not residents, we represent the West Side. Usual suspects, so what's next? Just let's ride.
Usual suspects, player this the West. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your
Mr.
head.
Criminal, young dopey on the tag team. These fools that fell asleep and woke up from a bedroom. From the West, we them usual suspects. Grew up with convicts, gangbangers, and roughnecks. That can hustle, making that money like daily the subject. In the back of the homies, wiggle strapped up, ready to bust text. And what's next? Became a warden of the state. Used to lock us up in cages, running from places we used to congregate. And if it ain't about them dollar signs, not on my mind, we'll conversate. Tony Montana, the world is mine, I used to contemplate. Catch me in the S550, chasing this paper, got no time for Since I entered #1, I used to claim it and I dominate. In a city full of drama, gotta dodge the snakes. Lost souls, dodging them demons, I never lost the faith.
Usual suspects, player this the West. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your head.
Not residents, we represent the West Side. Usual suspects, so what's next? Just let's ride.
Usual suspects, player this the West. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your
Mr.
head.
Criminal, young dopey on the tag team. These fools that fell asleep and woke up from a bad dream.
My agenda, no surrender. Used to bust out of a Nissan Integra. My pistol used to look like a hockey stick. From the land where Mexicans like to politic. It's obvious that we very uncontent.
Family Entertainment, Bonnie and Clyde Show. Want to give a shout out to all our sponsors. This month, our sponsors are as follows. Little Rascals Jumpers in Riverside, California. Tap in with Little Rascals when you have your next birthday party, quinceañera, graduation party. They got the dopest setups, the dopest rentals that you could get for your backyard. Jumpers, tables, the whole nine. Tell them Mr. Criminal sent you for that discount. Then next, we got my homie JB_Fitness, getting everybody right. It's summertime. Get your mind right. Follow the page for a little bit of that motivation. Tell them Mr. Criminal sent you. Then we got the homie Punching Back. You know the logo and the slogan, Punching Back. Attorney Rosenberg, my homie, defending L.A. and Southern California. Attorney Rosenberg, tap in with him. Solid sponsor, keeping everybody defended out here. All the criminals. You know how we do it. Criminal cases getting defended. Then we got Rap Kings. Tell them I sent you. Rap Kings, if you want your businesses rap, your vehicles rap, any raps that they do, you know the kings of the raps do it. Rap Kings, that's the logo right there. Tradecraft Farms. Shout out to Tradecraft Farms, keeping the Crime Family podcast lit. We in here smoking 24/7, 365. I just had our guests lit off that Tradecraft. So keep on tapping in, keep supporting, give them a follow, give all of our sponsors a follow. Much love to everybody out there, and let's keep on doing it. Much love from the Crime Family Network and Bonnie and Clyde. Let's go.
What's cracking? This is Jimbo's footage. This is Payalo.
This is Goldie. What's up, Mr. Criminal? It's your homeboy Steven Luke.
It's your homeboy Ricardo giving a shout
Yo,
out.
what's cracking? It's me, Alvino.
This is Veronica.
It's Monica from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Calling in from the San Fernando Valley. Calling from Montebello.
Already on Winter Boulevard every weekend.
Out from Denver, Colorado.
And we back, baby.
Los Angeles.
Supporting supporting the Crime Family Entertainment.
Mr. Criminal on air live.
Network podcast. Support the new Crime Family Network podcast.
I
The
support
most
Crime Family
active
Entertainment.
and talked about podcasts on the West Coast. Yeah. Mr. Criminal on air live. First week right after Turkey Day. Thanksgiving just passed and we back. And we got a legend in the building. Hey, Critical.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for this one, huh?
Yeah, we have.
We've been talking about this one behind the scenes.
Gotta unveil it.
And I told you when it was time, we were gonna pull the trigger.
Yes, sir.
And the trigger's been pulled. We got the homie, the legend, Chicano rap original, hip hop's very own, West Coast very own, motherfucking Conejo. What's cracking, homie? He's in the building right now as we speak. What's poppin', homie?
What's happening?
We right here, doggy, just chilling, getting ready to chop it up with you, get the whole rundown, the whole story, the legacy, the legend of Conejo. It's more deeper than just the rapper, more deeper than just an actor. It's a legend of Conejo. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into a lot of different things. The Nightmare Before Christmas, another legendary move for the culture and for LA. But for right now, we got the Hood TMZ in the building. What's poppin', Critical? How was your Thanksgiving?
On, amazing. How was yours, dog?
Man, it was bomb. My wife made everything from scratch.
Ooh.
Nothing bought from the store, everything from the scratch. And I've been eating till the last hour and I couldn't even fucking hardly come to the studio, homie. They say that tryptophan is real, right?
Yeah.
You mix that with some of this tradecraft weed and you might not be able to wake up.
No, it was definitely amazing, man. I had fun.
Yeah?
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I stayed off social media for about a good week.
Yeah, I was
needed a good
texting you.
cleanse.
You text back.
I had to, dog. I had to take a little time off. I had to re-clear the mind, reprogram, and get ready for the new year, homies. We got a lot of good opportunities. We got a lot of good things happening, homies. So we're gonna get into that. And tonight we're gonna talk about whatever's on the news right now. So what you got, homie? What's cracking?
So North Korea, they have claimed that they launched a satellite into orbit last week.
Okay.
And today they said, or they announced that they took photos of the White House, the Pentagon, and nearby U.S. naval stations, man.
You know what I say to that?
Yes, bull.
That they're slipping. They should have been having photos of that shit years ago.
Why are they the last country? On Google Maps and get pictures.
Yeah, why are you the last country in the world with nuclear powers and you ain't got no photos of the White House, homie?
Yeah.
There's something wrong with that. When I heard that news, I was like, they're a little bit behind, huh?
Yeah, but they always making up lies when it comes to satellites.
I feel like Bin Laden had pictures of the White House before them. How does that make sense? Does that make sense to you?
Nah, it doesn't.
You know what? I feel like they created the Legion Go.
Hey.
That's the thing. Real talk. But now, you know, I think it's more of a worry with that. It's because they have the capability to launch ICBMs, which are intercontinental ballistic missiles. So if they could get a satellite like that up into space, let's see where they're going with that. The last test that they did almost landed on the island of Japan. And it caused a lot of red flags and alarms all over the world. NATO got involved, everybody, but Japan's looking shook over there because they're right in the middle of it all. So
yeah,
I don't know, homie. That's a touchy subject. I think that if it's a lie, it's one that's not very far-fetched because they could launch some nuclear shit too. You know what I mean? And you know what's crazy is they're not stationary. They be launching them off trains, off of all kinds of shit. So what do you think about that, Conejo?
On some American shit, like they ain't fucking with us.
Straight up, right? Nah, hell
they
nah.
They could launch some shit. We probably, like take some collateral damage. But then the way the U.S., it'll go into some shit
quick,
and level the whole field.
Yeah, and just like you said, real quick, on some American shit. That's the first thing you said, right? I think that they'll have people like us. Obviously, we're gonna defend our families and our peoples, right? So then we got people like us that they gotta face. So not only do they gotta get the first line of defense, which is our soldiers, but then you gotta get through the citizens. And I think some of our citizens are some of the most diehard motherfuckers on this planet.
The thing is that a lot of people, they want to talk shit about the U.S., but they ain't never been in a third world country. So there ain't no place like right here. Everybody's trying to get here. Ain't nobody trying to go there.
Good point.
Where is anywhere, Good
point.
Everybody's family's trying to like set up shop right here,
Hell yeah. And that's a struggle that a lot of countries are facing. And I think that's why we get a lot of that hate. It's either love, people want to come here and they want to start a life over, or they just want to wipe us off the fucking planet. It's either one or the other. Like, it's no in between. You know what I mean? It's like straight enemigos for life with the rest of the world and shit. So, and even the ones that we have allies with is because we got money in their pocket or vice versa. It's always something. There's always two sides of the story, but it is what it is, bro. What else is cracking on the news? Critical.
Hey, you have dogs, huh, Crimes?
I got a
dogs,
kennel.
man.
Hell yeah, Crime Family Kennels.
Well, there's a deadly respiratory illness that's going around, man. It's hit 14 states already, and it's over 200 cases so far.
Now, what are they saying? The dogs are getting sick, dying? What's going on?
It's like almost like COVID to them. It's like a respiratory illness. They're having trouble like breathing and stuff like that, and a lot of them are passing away, unfortunately.
That's fucked up. That's unfortunate. You know, I seen the other day, and I don't want to get too deep in this, but it reminds me of what I saw yesterday. So, you know, studying all this shit and learning about conspiracies and government and all that deep shit, you learn about chemtrails. You ever heard about that?
Yeah, I know about chemtrails.
So when I saw them yesterday, I hadn't seen them in years. I used to see them in New Mexico a lot. I used to see them traveling all over the country. And I seen them bombing the whole sky yesterday. And they usually do it before a heavy rainstorm. And I was just thinking, I was telling my son about them, and I was like, you know how they could spread anything through this. Diseases, sicknesses, all that. So, I don't know, bro. When I hear about a new mysterious illness popping up, I just think about them fucking trails in the sky.
I haven't seen one of those in a while, too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That shit's deep, homie. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Do you got any dogs? Nah?
I don't fuck with them.
You don't fuck with them?
Yeah.
Do you have like a phobia of animals like that, or now you just don't fuck with them?
I mean, we were raising 2 lambs at my pad. Got chickens, rabbits.
Okay, so you fuck with animals?
Yeah, I fuck with animals, but
just not dogs.
I don't fuck with the dogs.
Just goats and shit.
Goats and shit.
Hell yeah.
Roosters and all that.
Hell yeah. That's dope. That's something we gotta get into. Well, if you ain't got any more news, dog, I'd like to shut you down and get into Conejo's interview.
Let's go.
Can we do that?
Yeah, I'm ready for this interview, bro.
Man, I am too, homie. This is history in the making. So, as I said, we got a legend in the flesh in the building, homie. And I'm gonna give you your flowers straight up first off. Because when I was in the hood and I was in the motherfucking barrio and I was banging with the homies and we were rolling around, I had a homegirl named Angie, which was my homeboy Shy Boy's Hyena, and she used to always roll around, pick us up, bumping her shit, had 212s, and she had in her fucking CD changer, G-Raps. And there was an album of you, and I remember the song goes, "You ain't got enough bullets to see me bleed." That was the first lines, homie, and I was like, I'm gonna keep it 1,000, homie. Everything my homeboy Shy Boy used to play was all Chicano rap, and I thought a lot of it was whack. It was whack, it was offbeat. Fools didn't have bars, and I'm like, fool, we could bust way harder than this. But when you came on, I was like, okay, this is a breath of fresh air. This Vato got bars, he could spit, he's representing his hood, he's on some G shit. So what I would do is at the end of that shit, when it would end, and it was just the beat keep going, I'll spit that shit, boom, 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 boom. And that's how I started kind of getting my name, busting shit, coming after you. So little do you know that you influenced me somehow in my life before I got in the rap game too. So I want to give you props to that. Where was the birth of Conejo? Where did you start? Where did you fall in love with hip hop? When did you pick up the microphone the first time, homie?
I think like ever since hip hop touched down in LA, I was right there. Just like all the LA kids, you know. We were break dancing, some fools were popping, and me, I think I was just better at like mimicking other rappers, you know. Like songs that were out, you know, and then around that time, K-Day had hit, so, you know, I was right there every weekend with my little, you know, we had them little double cassette recorders, recording the Mixmaster shows, and then, you know, hip hop was just always in the hood. It was always in the streets, and, you know, it wasn't like now, you know, like I go to you and play you like whatever it may be, EPMD, Cool G Rap, Rakim, whatever it may be, but you already were fucking with it too, so we had that in common, you know. So I just picked it up from there. I didn't think nothing of it, like, oh, I'm a fan of this shit. I was just living my life, and hip hop was like riding along with me, you know.
Hell yeah.
And that's probably the same for a lot of people, you know.
Yeah, yes sir. So when did it turn from the tapes recording like on the tapes from the radio to actually getting in the studio? When was the first time that you touched down and hit the motherfucking microphone like that?
Well, see, before all that, I was already like doing all the backyard like neighborhood parties, you know. And like me and my brother Venom, we would just do them and shout out all the cliques from the hood. And I didn't know how to record. I was trying to figure it out. Like, we'll record the shit on a tape, you know, like. And but then like I want to say like 90, you know, we pulled some licks and we went and bought the gear for the first time, you know, little 4-track.
In 1990?
Like 90.
Oh shit.
And then you know, we started recording towards the end of 1990, and then we just started recording all those 4-track demos. And you know how it is. Once you do one song, you're ready to go back in and do song number 2. Later, I'm like 15 songs in. Like my 4-track demo catalog is extensive too. You know, I was dropping songs for like, and I seen the change in me too. You know, from rapping like the simple shit to where like I started getting into lyrics and then like whatever I was going through in my life, you know, as far as like the gangs and whether it be drug abuse or you know, just shit at the pad, you know, shit started getting darker. Shit started getting darker, and then, you know, in those beginning times, you know, it was always about the neighborhood, you know. Everything I did, it was for the neighborhood, because they were like my first, like, I don't want to say fans, but like I'd get a song, and my other bro Bandit, this fool always had fly ass whips. His shit would be Dayton's and all that shit. So we'll knock out two songs, get the little fucking the little TDK cassettes or whatever the fuck, and then go straight to the hood and then test them out on the homies. So, you know, like, and later they became, you know, the homies that were over here smoking Primos, they be playing them shit slow. The homies ready to go gangbanging, they hear them in a different way. Homies were at their pad, everybody was, and then I mentioned this before. I remember, I'm not sure what year there was a peace treaty, right? And we went to a football game between all of Watts against all of Florence, but they invited us, so we showed up to this park. And we were right there, us, and then I'm pretty sure it was like a mini truck, I'm not sure, like they pulled up, and I heard my shit already like knocking, you know, and it tripped me out. I got cousins from Florence, so I know it probably came through there, but to see some other people already, like, I was like, oh, okay.
He's already spreading in the guys.
They fucking with me, you know?
Yeah.
And from there, you know, it kept going. And I remember, I want to say 94, I'm thinking like 94, 95, I go off to prison, right? So I go off to prison. I remember being in Wasco reception, radio, whatever. It'd be like a little talent show. And I remember spitting the song "It All Comes Back" for the whole fucking dorm. For all the homies will be proud as fuck. So I spit that one, "It All Comes Back." Then I had this one, what's it called? "I Would Kill You Because That's What Friends Are For." And then some other shit. And I would spit these for the homies, and they'd be like, ah, shit, this us right here. He sounds like us. He's one of us, you know? And then I remember I was on the yard, and then like a friend of mine, somehow they got connected with Ernie G. And then Ernie G was like on some like, oh, I'm willing to do some shit when this fool gets out. And then but I end up getting, I get out of prison. Well, I got out of prison. I got sent to the halfway house, which was right there on Franklin and Vine, right there in Hollywood. So you had to go there for like 3 or 4 months before they cut you loose. So I remember that's when I started recording my first album, the Shady album. And you would get these passes to go look for a job, you know? So everybody, right, like, you know, we're in Hollywood. I'm trying to look for a job at McDonald's in Anaheim so I could get more hours to be out on the street. Okay. And I just signed that paper myself, you know? And but my bro Bandit be around the corner. I get out the halfway house, he'd be around the corner. I jump in the right, and we go to a studio and start working on the Shady. But you know, it's been a
Was that Ernie G's studio?
Not yet. Later I linked up with Ernie G, and that was a cool mix, because you know he's from the west side. He already did Proper Those and all that, you know. And I started going to his pad and cutting little demos with him. And then for the Shady album, I remember one night he played me a beat, and it ended up being the song called "Killer from the West." I had to rap. I'm in there drinking, smoking. I'm like, you know, I'm young, you know, not giving a fuck. And I think my other brother just got life. He had just got 33 to life. So I was in a weird, like in a almost not giving a fuck about life, you know, like in that type of zone, you know? Yeah. And you know, a lot of my friends were dying, you know, a lot of things were happening, you know. A lot of people started getting life, you know. And you know, that area that I'm from that shit was active as fuck, you know, and you know, it's just a place where everybody was taking L's. And I was making the music about that, you know. I focused on that because I remember by this time, you know, the West Coast was about to go. It was going. I mean, it was always there, but I'm saying like the West Coast was coming with that dominance. You know?
Yeah.
And I'll hear that shit, whether it be, you know, like the Snoops and Dog Pounds and all that, and I'll be like, damn, where the fuck do I fit in, you know? But you know, it took me time, you know, for me to realize that my shit's the hood, my shit's the streets. I'm from Harpies, and that's where my shit, that's my lane. I don't gotta think about like how to get in these other lanes, you know. I realized it later, like, man, la verga todos. This me right here, you know. I'm not tripping on none of that. I'm gonna make music for me, and I just continued it from right there, you know. And then later, you know, then you know the album game came, and then all the homies from San Diego were fucking making money with it, and I would trip out. Like I would hear all the homies from San Diego, and I'm like, man, all these motherfuckers could rap. Everybody coming out of there, I was like, they could rap fast. They could do shit.
Bars, yeah.
They had bars, and I'm like, man, you know, I'm from the gutter, and I spit from the gut, and I speak for the trenches, you know, and I spit for like that West Side struggle, you know.
Yeah.
And so that, you know, basically I summed it up right there, how my beginnings, but you know, it's been a journey, you know, like till now, even, you know, like even me coming back now, you know, sometimes you think, oh, I gotta catch up, but nah, hell nah, because, you know, for what, you know, I've always had my lane. Even when I was gone, my presence was fucking dominating. It was like you know, from behind closed doors, I was the fucking puppet master, you know, and I was here without being here, you know.
Yeah.
And so now it's just like, now when in like retrospect and I think about shit, I'm just like, you know what, it's not about catching up to anybody. It's about like enjoying and the journey. It's about the journey. For me, it's been about the journey, you know?
Hell yeah.
You know, like and I've had one, you know, a lot of ups and downs and you know, but I've always made the soundtrack to my ups and downs. So,
hell yeah.
So, you know, that's basically it about there. Because I know everybody out there watching right now, listening, they were writing with me. They know this, you know? They know what the fuck I was going through, and they're attached to those albums, you know? Because a lot of people were like, I've seen like comments or who sent me a screenshot, look, it's quality over quantity. But that's his opinion, you know? Mm-hmm. Because I've made some songs that were just like, some shit like, even though it was in fucking 2002, 2003 while I was on the run, they had that 4-track sound, and motherfuckers love those songs. Like, they come up to me and they're like, man, look, this song right here, this shit, I did this to your music, or your music snatched me out of this. And you know how it is with the fans, you know, they connect on a different level. They're on a different wavelength, and you know, the energy is different for everybody, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And they all consume it differently, like you said. Some might be banging to it, some might be hustling to it. So it just depends. And it's dope that you make music that everybody feels. Because I'm telling you, my experience when I first consumed your music was in a boulevard situation. Hyenas everywhere, homies everywhere, people rolling down the boulevard. And every once in a while, you're familiar with the Kid Frost. You're familiar with the lighter shade of brown. So when you hear a homie that you could identify coming out of a car, you're like, wait a second, who's that? You ask maybe one or two of the homies, they're like, oh, yeah, it's the homie Conejo coming up from Harpies. Like, okay. I want to one day be like, that's Criminal from Silver Lake. So little seeds like that planted in my brain were like influences like, damn, I want to be played like this out here on the boulevard one day too, type shit, right? So what was the influence? You already spoke on West Coast and you know, them having us having our moment. What was in 1990 the influence in the doors that you were looking at like, damn, I wanna do some shit like that as far as like musically?
I mean, back then there was no West Coast or no East Coast, and most of it was, the dope shit was kind of East Coast. So I was fucking with all of that.
Right in the beginning.
I didn't even trip on that. Like me, I've always been a Gangstar fan. You know, I
Got
always
it.
fuck with Guru and
That's crazy.
And me, I was like Coochie rap, and I liked it all. I'm a big Tribe Called Quest fan, and I just like I was like that. The beats and
foundation.
And you know, like to me, Gangstar was gangster as fuck. You know,
Hard.
you know, just like the way the samples. Gangstar and MC8 share a lot of the same samples, you know? And you know what? I used to be a big MC8 fan too. Compton Most Wanted. I remember that first album,
Music to Drive By.
Late Night Hype
Yeah.
and all those songs, like they're the soundtrack for LA, you know?
Straight up.
All that music, but you know, like Quick had just came out, and you know, MC8. I always like MC8 because it was just like, I just feel like that's Harpies right there. You know, we grimy, we from the gutter, we rowdy like that, you know, and we give it to the ops like that. So I don't know. There's just too many to name. There's just and probably I won't even remember, but whatever was out in hip hop, I was fucking with
A
it.
lot more hip hop, foundation hip hop.
I mean, cause the East Coast shit, even though it's hip hop, it was hard as fuck. Cause you know, like let's just say like Rakim, you know, to me that shit is G'd up. To hear his voice, like the tone of his voice and the shit he was saying, you know, I just always like
I
tripped
ain't
on
no
lyrics.
joke,
I
right?
ain't no joke.
That motherfucker was
I used
hard.
to let the mic smoke.
Yeah.
I slam it when I grab.
That
and
shit's hard.
bro.
Nah, you could hear that. You could hear that influence. That's why I asked, because you could hear seeds of that music planted in yours in your own way. Not that you copied or changed it. You could just hear. You could hear my music with its influence. I have a lot of G-funk.
Yeah.
You could hear that original hip hop. That's off top. When I was hitting up Critical to do the track for us, I was like, we need some hip hop shit, grimy hip hop shit. Right, wrong, Critical. And I said this for a gang of Gangstar records. That's why I was telling this right when you said that. I looked at him like, damn, that's crazy, because that was the main shit I was sending them. Like, we need to do some shit like this, like Full Clip or Skills or Mass Appeal, like some shit like that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Hell yeah. Did you ever have a chance to see him perform live?
I don't think so.
Nah.
Nah.
He killed it. I got to see him perform at the Smokeout with Be Real right before I got in the rap game, like when I was like 17. That was a very influential moment of my life, dog.
You know what? Right now that you bring up B-Real, I told him this before. The first like concert I ever went to was a Cypress Hill concert. And it was right there at Casa Camino Real, right there off of Washington.
Okay.
And I remember I told him I had snuck in that little Deuce 5 in my shoe.
Yeah.
And I just like tripped out watching them. They were on the speakers. I was just like, okay. And then let's see, Cypress Hill had that sound, like Muggs, the way Muggs produces.
100%.
So when they came out, that was a big influence.
He was from Queens.
What's that?
Muggs.
Yeah.
He was from Queens.
Yeah.
So he had that automatically in his blood, you know?
Yeah. So recently, this year I worked with Muggs. I did a song called Soul Assassin.
Hell yeah.
And that shit was like that shit was a trip working with him, you know? Played me like 20 beats, 30 beats, and I'll be like that one, and it'll be like, he wasn't saying, he's just like, nah, they said like, nah.
Serio?
You play me the next one, I'll be like that one, because I was just hearing
You
fire back to back.
Rap.
Well, I was hearing like my sound, like that savage shit, where it's just like industrial, and it's just like, you know, blasting the full, you know, dope, and kind of like psychedelic, but
100%.
psychedelic, but at the same time dark, you know. I like that.
That's a good description of your music.
You know, so he's playing me that, and I'm like, damn, that's my new album right there.
You're straight up.
But we just did one song.
That's right.
You know. Shout out to Muggs.
What was the process of finally getting that beat when you picked it? Like, how did you know that
he picked it. He's like, this is it right here, and I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
I already had a rap. I knew I was gonna go see Muggs, you know, because I had met him at what's the restaurant in K-Town? Chino's restaurant. Scala.
Okay.
I met him right there with Crime Apple, and he was just like, here, give me your phone. He put his number in my phone. Call me on Tuesday. We're gonna go. And then I was like, oh shit.
Hell yeah.
That's pressure. That's not like getting a beat from some random ass dude. That's Muggs, you know?
Nah, for sure.
But like, I feel like, you know, I felt comfortable in there, you know, because I'm gonna do me, and I know it sounds, so it's like that's my world, you know?
Yeah.
So
that's dope as fuck, though. It's dope to see the story and come up, because in 1990, I was 8 years old. So I still wasn't even that deep in it. I didn't know that you were in it that early. So to know that you were really, really putting in and grinding since back then is dope because you really, really, really had the original of this shit. And you're one of the originals from Lost to do it. So, hey, homie. And you were never signed to like an Easy or Ruthless. You got this shit out the mud yourself. You didn't have no coastline. You got this shit out yourself, homie. The streets got you. You know what I mean? So that's amazing, man.
I mean, even like, you know, when I was gone and you know, there was, like, you guys were doing your shit. You guys were touring. You guys were going overseas. You guys were doing your shit. And there was a little Conejo high power beef, whatever, fuck. And I was like,
how did that shit start? Honestly, I don't remember, dog.
I mean,
I was trying to think about that today.
Look, it's probably like how everything starts. First of all, it's a misunderstanding, and then it's a lack of communication.
100%.
That's
a gentleman way to say it.
That's how everything starts, you know.
100%.
But like I was saying, like you guys were doing that, but me, I always felt like, nah, I'm good. I have LA. I have the streets. LA's with me. So I always felt like I was saying, I was in the cut, but LA was with me. You know, they was aiding and abetting, you know, federal fugitive and shit.
Yeah.
They was with me, you know. So I was like, man, we good, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that was a good time for the culture.
It was.
Even though it was a negative thing, but I think it started bringing out the
best of everybody.
And it got competitive, and it got
100%.
like and
got everybody talking.
Everybody got involved. You know, those were like probably the golden
100%.
era for us.
Those were dope ass competitions. Cause I took it and I look at it like this. When I seen King Little G do that whole little thing about who's the king and say that, and then when I first heard him speak about it, I was like, there's some strategy to this shit, right? Cause I know that he's not gonna call you out on a battle just to call you out. I felt like maybe you guys had talked about it before, right? And then he chopped it up saying about Little Rob and shit. And then when he had come out on the interview, he was like, well, it's like we're all just playing basketball. Like, I just want to ball with the homies. Like, I'm not trying to diss them. I'm not trying to disrespect the homies. Then I kind of got it as a fan. I was like, okay, but maybe you should approach it different type shit, you know? So I don't know. That's
I mean,
I'm just thinking the way people look at shit, you know?
With that, I feel like I said what I said, and that shit made waves, and that shit I was on some gentleman and scholar shit.
100%.
And shit, like, la neta, LA's mine. This is my house.
Oh, yeah.
I don't fuck with anybody talking about LA's my house and shit, and I carried that shit for a long time with even like the pressure, like no disrespect to nobody, but you know, facts is facts, you know. This is my fucking house, and I've repped it to the fullest, and I've had that shit on my shoulders, like on top of all the other shit I had on my shoulders, all the fucking pressure I had, you know. So I wasn't tripping on none of that, you know?
For sure. And I think that it was a gentleman of you to show that, and I think that is dope for the community because no matter what, it got everybody talking again. So it's like the same thing. That's the reason why I brought it up.
Yeah.
I think that it was genius of King Little G to bring that up because it sparked the conversation of everybody like, oh shit, nah, Conejo's the best, nah, Little Rod's the best, nah, shit, I'm on the side like, fuck that, I'm the best. Like everybody's like, fuck, everybody's like trying to jump in this shit, right? Like that's what it's all about. But at the end of the day, I think that shit's needed at times. As long as we can keep it hip-hop, as long as we can keep it rap. Because we all respect it. Because I know one thing about you, you're serious with your craft. I mean, you don't play. You don't do this shit half-ass. I don't do my shit half-ass. I don't feel like King Little G does. So I feel like people that step up and have the confidence to say that amongst their peers, you got to take that as note. You know what I mean? It's just how we step up to it. Maybe back then, we had a little bit too much immaturity and too much ego. Because I think that we would have burned more shit and made more noise being a Conejo and high power together instead of dissing each other. But it is what it is. Now we're able to sit as gentlemen and chop it up. And I do believe that everybody watches these moves right now. And they could be like, damn, look at them two sitting right there as gentlemen about to do a show together. This is bigger for the culture than us dissing each other or you know what I'm saying?
Look, I remember when we were over there in Glendale at the Shamrock, at the studios over there for the tax collector.
Uh-huh.
And they were doing casting, so they had the big boards with everybody's picture. And they asked me, they're like, hey, you were right, you were right there. Criminal's picture was right there. And they're like, there's gonna be no problems. I'm like, nah, everything's cool. And then I seen you that day right there. Shit was like, just.
It was love, huh?
It was love.
It was straight love. And we hugged each other straight up. I remember we like hugged each other straight up.
Yup. And that was the same for a lot of the homies that in those. See, when I went on the run, I was on some mad at the world shit. Just like that song, I was on some like, I feel like, cause like music has been my lifeline, you know, And I feel like it got snatched from me. So I was like, man, fuck everybody. Everybody's the enemy. I've been surrounded by enemies my whole life. So all these motherfuckers is my enemy. Now, you know, and, you know, so years later, like now I come home, same thing. I see little one. First thing was a fucking hug. We missed you. We glad you back. Shadow. And I was just like, you know, I just felt like it felt good to be embraced, you know, because I was in a, you know, I was gone for a long time. It was a little bit, you know, to step back into the arena, like with everybody, it was just like, what's gonna happen?
Hell yeah.
You know? And, you know, everything was cool, you know, it was a blessing the way everything worked out, you know?
Hell yeah. The power of the internet, I believe that you were blessed because at the time when you couldn't be out there, like you said, you know, you weren't able to be out, you had lost supporting you. The internet also helped your music go all over the world. That's why people fucking bump your music in Brazil, France, everywhere. I know it because when I go to other places, they be hitting me up like I'll be in another country. Why don't you do some shit with Conejo? I'm like, damn, they be bringing this fool up everywhere I go, right? So it definitely impacted everywhere without having a radio song, without having all that. Just straight, raw hip-hop from the streets and from the gutter, from Lost, spread all over this planet. Straight up, no marketing, no none of that. And I believe that if it wasn't for that time, if we would have came out and there was no internet, that would have been a struggle, you know what I mean? Because you wouldn't have been able to put out your music the same way. You wouldn't have been able to market yourself. That goes for all of us to a certain degree, but especially you with your situation. Do you feel like that was a blessing in disguise?
It was, like, from going from analog to digital, that was the biggest blessing, because now it's like, I didn't give a fuck about pressing CDs and selling CDs.
Yeah.
I couldn't care about it anyways, you know? Here and there, we'll press up like 1,000, whatever, you know, just to like, for like collector's items for the fans, you know? But now the digital shit was like you said, like I was like touching everywhere. So I was there, even though you guys were out there, I was still right there with you guys.
No, everywhere.
You know,
I remember.
You know, I was in New York and you know, like places that you know, when you're from LA, you're from out here, and you don't have the music or you don't have a craft, an art, your world is little. You ain't gonna leave LA. You're gonna stay in that little radius.
Which you know.
And you don't feel comfortable outside of that, you know. So, but this, you know, this gave us all the opportunity to like visit other places and meet people from all over the world too, you know. Yeah.
What would be your I would say your favorite thing of being Conejo, and what's the thing that annoys you the most, having your name and being in the rap game? Because everything comes with both sides, you know what I mean?
Yeah, everything's a double-edged sword. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
That's a hard one, huh?
It's a hard one because I could say, you know, like, this shit came with a lot of problems. Yeah. You know, everything that's happened came with a lot of problems and a lot of heartache and a lot of pain and a lot of struggle and at the same time, you know, that shit put me through the test to see if I could survive it. And even when I didn't think I could, you know, I did, you know?
Oh yeah.
And you know, and I don't even know how to answer that. That's on some.
You know what? Pressure makes diamonds, though. And I seen you from the beginning. And like I said, I started this whole conversation by giving you your flowers and telling you my experience of being a Conejo fan as a kid. And now seeing you where you're at. And I see a diamond, homie, in front of me. I see a man that's come full circle.
Thank you.
I see a dude that stands for something, that believes in what he stands in and has presence when you walk in any room. I seen it when we're with Shy. I seen it when we're, you know, in different situations at concerts, shit like that. And I appreciate having a peer like you in the game. I mean, I think there needs to be more Conejos, more motherfuckers that don't depend on people.
They're out there.
And believe in them, in themselves. And could push for the culture and not have to diss another man, and could be a gentleman and carry yourself with class, homie, because that's what I see in you these days, homie, and I give you props for that. Hell yeah. What was I gonna say? There was gonna be something I was gonna ask. Oh yeah, so take me back. So I got the phone call, and my first experience with David Ayer was in Bright.
Right.
I was sitting there chilling with him. Will Smith's 5 feet from me, and he's like, "You cool with the homie Conejo?" And he looked at me like he was trying to make sure, and I'm like, "Yeah, dog, I ain't got no problems with him." He was like, "Cool, I was just talking with him yesterday." And I was like, "Oh shit, dog, we're on a movie set. You hadn't popped up. You hadn't appeared yet." And it was just like rumors of you like touching back down to the county and like hopefully like coming home soon. It's like, hey, this shit's real. This fool's really like popping back out, right? So then when he said that, I was like, oh shit, that's a trip. A year later, they're like, this fool's back and he's gonna be in this movie Tax Collector. I was like, damn, this is crazy, dog. What was your initial? That was my initial relation with David Ayer. Where do you go back with him? Because when I first talked to him, he was like, yeah, me and him used to do martial arts and everything together. I was like, damn, these fools are really connected.
Nah, well, that fool lived around the corner from the house.
Hell
so that fool grew up in the hood. Like, to me, when I look at Dave, I look at him like an older brother, like one of my big homies.
Hell yeah.
Well, he's from the hood. He's from West Adams. He grew up on 24th and Budline. We're over here off of 22nd and Catalina. That's just like 2 blocks and 2 blocks. So he's right there, you know. But you know, I forgot the question. What was the question?
When was your first initial how did you meet him? Where'd you connect with him?
Well, Dave will always be walking around. Back in the days, you'll see Dave walking through the hood with a Pendleton, G'd up, post up. You'll see him at the Sun Moon liquor store right there in the hood, at the little Sun Moon Market. You'll see Dave all around the hood. He just when he went off into the military, then that shit, like, it took his life in a different direction, you know?
Yeah.
But that fool's always been right there, you know?
Hell yeah.
Like, when I tell this to people, sometimes they don't, when they're kind of like, oh shit, I didn't know that about him. They think that, you know, I don't know what they think, you know, but that fool, you know, he's from right there.
Hell yeah. And were there, like, back in the days, you have memories of, like, does he have memories of you, like, trying to come up rapping and you remember him, like, telling stories or none of that?
Because I'm younger than him. He's probably, like, 5-6 years older than me.
Got it.
So, you know, later we connected on, we're training, then training day happened, and then we were just hanging out tough, like in the late 90s.
Hell yeah.
We were just hanging out tough, and then we'd be training and all that, and then whatever happened, I went on my journey, and I remember he reached out to me when they were doing Fury, when they were in Europe, when they were in, I think they were in England shooting that. And I talked to him, and it was a critical time for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very critical time for me, and I don't know. I lost contact with him, you know, and I just, you know, I powered through whatever I was going through, and then now I'm in the county. You know, everybody knows I'm in the county. I remember when I got there, everybody was like, "Hey, Young Dopey's over there." So I landed in in the 600, 6 something, I don't know, 621, 624, one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, he's over there. And one day I'm like, okay, they're gonna have church. So if you know how Supermax is, it's like an 8. So there's like a little, you know, the little podium, the little control thing where the deputies be at. So it's like an 8. They got the dorms over here and the dorms over here. So he was on that side. And then they got these like big day rooms where they take you to court from and shit like that, right? So they're like, yeah, they're doing cause I came in there in November, December. So I guess they were doing some like Catholic, they were kind of like a bless you, say some prayers, cause it was at Christmas time. So whoever want to go to church, you're going over there. So I'm like, let me go, I'll see if I can see them, you know? And I remember I knew the dorm. I was like trying to look, you know, but, you know, I was still like fresh from Mexico, you know, so, you know, I didn't want to like yell out there like, hey, Dopey or whatever, but he was there, you know, I remember that. And then later, when I got to Medium North, I went to Medium North, I reached out to Dave and, you know, I just started talking to him and he was just always like positive, like, nah, you're gonna come home, and I was like, man, they're trying to give me life, you know, and you know, a lot of people were getting life, you know, a lot of people.
They're breaking off a lot of homies around that time.
You know, and so, and a lot of homies, they didn't have like paid attorneys, and you know, they're thugging it out with a public defender, you know, and you know, so I just try to stay positive and you know, just be humble through that whole experience, you know, because it was an experience. At the same time, jail's jail. You in jail.
Yeah.
You know, you got to deal with the jail shit too, you know? And, you know, the minute I came home, I hit up Dave, and he's like, man, I'm in Virginia, or I'm in somewhere on the East Coast, and he's just like, en cuanto regrese, ahí te caigo. Sure enough, a week later, they came and swooped me up.
Damn.
They already had tax collector. I guess they had been working on it, the script.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, how I said it, like, he's like, boom, you win this. Pull up right here and show up over there. And then that's how it started, you know?
Hell yeah.
So, but that was even a dope experience. That's why when I hear like the negative shit, when all the things that were being said and, you know,
it's always
about the king and this, who's this, and all that kind of like stirred shit up.
Yeah.
I had to like catch myself because I had to think, you know, like, hey, wait up. You know, does that even matter to you? Nah, it doesn't. Because for me, it's just a blessing to even be sitting right here because 5 years back, my life was in limbo. You know, there was no telling what was gonna happen, you know, so sometimes you gotta just like sit back and think about it like, man.
See the bigger picture.
Yeah, you know, I have 2 kids that I didn't have before, you know? So I think like, you know, all these things that life could bring. That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, I'm doing my own shit. You know, like I'm not tripping on none of that. This is no competition.
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying the journey of life, and you know just simple things. You know, the blessings to be around your moms. You know, and pull up our moms out of nowhere and be like, "What you got? What you made?"
Way more important than any of this bullshit.
I got some enchiladas. Let me get 5
straight
of those.
Straight up. That's the most important shit. But I know being a hip hop head and being this is competition, friendly competition is built in this shit.
Yeah.
I know it still took a little bit of like, be like, damn, to swallow that, because I know me, I'm just keeping it real. When we were battling, it was like a pleasure, like an honor, like, damn, homie, this homie that I grew up with bumping on the boulevards, like, now we really getting into this. And I knew in my heart that it was on some hip hop shit. I knew it. I was like, man, this ain't gonna go nowhere. This ain't gonna turn into nothing serious, because I knew homies from Harpies. My homies, Baby Huey, was bringing homies in my studio from your hood, all that shit. We knew Spider, you know what I mean? A lot of different shit. So I was like, not that we doubted each side, because each side, we already know what we're capable of.
Yeah. But
we knew that it was hip hop. We knew that it was not what Chicano rap, you know what I mean? But we were like leveling up some shit. Now, I do think that if we would have ran into each other back then, definitely you wouldn't have been happy. I don't think we would have been happy.
No.
But I definitely do know that it was something that leveled up the shit. But me personally, like when we had the opportunity and I was like, oh, this fool's dissing us, I was the first one to raise my hand. I was like, hell yeah, we going to battle? Like, let me get to the front line. Let me show, because you sharpen your skills just to go to battle, right?
Yeah.
So I felt like if I was called out in that situation, I might have not been so mature, dog. I might have been like, fuck yeah, the old me, that loves to fucking come out and play, might have want to come out that little beast inside of us, you know what I mean? It took a lot for you to say that, Holmes, you know?
Well, the thing is that at the levels that we're at right now, it's like I already proved myself.
100%.
My name's solidified. Like, I did what I did, and I done what I done, and like, you know,
it's in the books.
It's in the books, and my name's attached to this shit.
100%.
To all this shit, you know. So it's like,
it's not even worth it.
I'm not tripping on none of that.
It's that level
of
maturity.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure one day me and the homie will run into each other, and you know, it'll be cordial.
Yeah.
Like all things, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, but when I touched down, aside from the tax collector, it was like go time in the studio.
Hell yeah.
As soon as I touched down, I think I dropped 3 albums.
You went crazy quick.
Yeah, I was like, man, let's flood the game, because that's always been my method. You know, when I was on the run, at that point I was just like, man, I'm gonna flood the fucking game. You know, every time one of these fools got a fucking release date, my shit's dropping on their same release date.
Smart.
And you know, like, so right now, this last past year, you know, I kind of slowed down because we dropped the Reset, the new album, worked on it for like 2 years, and it was like a collective, you know. I hooked up with 3013, the production team, and we just, you know, we all were writing, we were all producing, we all documented, filmed it. People haven't even seen the shit we documented yet. We'll drop it eventually, you know, and it was different. Like Prime always says that they like peeled the layers off Conejo. You know, got me in an uncomfortable spot so I could, you know, produce something that'll be like, you know, like some classic CON shit, you know?
Hell yeah.
Because, you know, I could drop verses all day. That's just us. We do that, you know?
Yeah.
think of 16s in my sleep and shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, not so much now, but you know, like just the mentality.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, we worked on this album and you know, like my Shady album, a lot of people say that that's my Illmatic.
Oh yeah.
But the Reset is just like that new and improved, you know, like that.
Jay-Z 444.
Like I ain't trying to like prove myself, you know.
Hell
what
yeah.
else you know?
That's dope, homie. I would say that your music has definitely always kept the same tone. You always had that grimy, that straight, raw, just serve it to you fucking straight from the hip shit, right? I give you props also for not going out of your realm and like trying to do shit that's not you. I knew I believe we were in Portland, Washington. Well, we're at Spokane somewhere, and we're on our tour, and I heard a car pull up bumping, homie, loud as a motherfucker. And right away, I turned around, I was like, that sounds like Conejo. I turned around, this fool
Oh, yeah,
was
you sent me that clip.
He was bumping that shit, dog. This fool was fucking knocking that shit. So I turned around and I recorded this fool, and I'm like, this fool's bumping the homie Conejo shit. I put it on my story, I didn't think. The next thing you know, that shit's like on YouTube with 500,000 views, bro.
Damn,
so I'm like, dog, that's what they want to see that. And little did the homie know, he's just right there like, oh yeah, fucking homie right here recording me. There's another rapper right there recording you, homie. But he was so in tune with you, he didn't give a fuck about nothing going on in the world. Could have been Dr. Dre filming him. I don't give a fuck. I'm bumping Conejo. I'm out of here, you know?
Yeah.
I think that shit's dope, homie. And I also think it's dope that our people want to see that. Like a criminal filming a Conejo showing love. That shit went. And I read the comments. People were like, damn, weren't these fools beefing? Why is a criminal showing love? People in there like, nah, because these fools are two grown-ass bosses. And that's what bosses do, taking care of their families, homie, on some real shit. And speaking of that, I would like to get to the next thing, and I would like to talk about the invitation because, number one, I got that first fucking call when you were like, hey, fool, I need you on the album. And that was an honor to me, homie. You had me jump on the track on what was that album called?
Agenda 32.
Agenda 32.
Forgot the name of the song, man. There's so many fucking songs.
Nah, that shit was hard, though. We did some shit, and it was an honor. We killed that shit. And I remember when we did, I was like, all good, homie. Let's just circle back and get you on some shit. So I'm excited to get you back on my shit.
Didn't we do that song with me, you, and Young Dopey? What was it? Some like 211?
No shit. 211 in progress.
Something, right?
Yeah, homie. You know,
like, don't count. Like,
yeah, it don't count, homie. Don't count that way.
Yeah.
Because it's not just me and you, homies.
All right.
Nah. You know what's dope though? I would say that the fact that we could sit here, smile, talk about music, homie, and get past any bullshit, homie, is a good for the culture to see, homies, because people have that pride. People have that, nah, homie, I'm not going to stand next to him. Nah, this fool dissed me before. Nah, that. This is real life evidence that you could look any man in the eye and be a gentleman, smile, and if there's respect in the room, then you could get past any bullshit, homie, and I commend you for that. Because when you did get out, I'm not going to lie, I remember there was a little bit of a confusion, and I gotta blame it on these internet trolls because someone took a clip, and this shit was happening since back then. Someone was on my shit just like people are leaving messages right now, and someone was like, yeah, Conejo's gonna get out and diss the shit out of you, Conejo's this, Conejo's that, and I'm like, I'm talking to the dude with frustration, like, shut the fuck up, homie. Conejo calls me every day, it's all love. Someone took that shit and was like, this fool criminal's dissing. So I remember you were inside, you were like, hey fool, is it true you're out there dissing? I'm like, hell no, dog. So you got out, we had love, remember that?
Yeah.
We had that little conversation and shit, so it's just crazy how the internet could turn shit up in sideways, and a lot of people fall for it though, you know what I mean? And that's something that you have not felt to in any aspect. I feel like you're very smart to stay away from all that bullshit, homie. So we need more leaders like you, homie, because I'm still guilty of it. I see some shit, I'm like, hey, fuck that motherfucker. Hey, fuck this fool. I'm reading everything out. I'm like, nah, I need to slow down. So that comes with maturity, you know what I'm saying? And probably if I started rapping in 90, I would probably have a little bit more game and school than that shit. I started in 2001, so I got 11 years behind you. But let's talk about the next phone call. So I got, me and Armando, Underground Hip Hop, shout out to them because I seen you start topping up with them. It was like 4 years ago.
No, as soon as I touched down, they reached out to me. I didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
You know? And then that conversation led to like when we're still on the set working on Tax Collector.
Yeah.
Well, towards the end of it, they were already going into post.
Yeah.
And they were doing some like pickup shots and shit like that. And they were like, hey, let's do a show. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do a show because I'm thinking like, man, I don't want nobody to get hurt out there. Coming like from violence and more violence, you know, I came out and I'm like, okay, shit's calm. Let's keep this shit this way. And actually the one that pumped me up to do the show was Shia, because Shia was right there when I got the call. And Shia's like, man, do that shit. You won't be squatted up. It's gonna be nothing but love in the house.
Hell yeah.
They you know, and I just listen, and it's crazy that I'm listening to Shia tell me some street shit like about like, man, you got this, fool. Don't even trip. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. So that I told him like, fuck it, let's do it. I don't know if we were like a month out or a month and a half out from.
Like 60 days out.
Yeah. And then that was my first headlining show ever. Back in the days, I'm over here fucking rapping at bummy ass bars and, you know, battling, fucking with a DJ system and all this shit. You know, like I never had a Conejo show where that's all me, you know. And that first one was just, you know, that shit was like epic. You know, it was like history for LA. You know, Shia was up there, and then
huge.
You know, like just even like when you watch the footage from it, you know,
it was a great look for the culture.
Yeah, it was a great look.
Straight up.
And it was a message like, you know, I'm back. Like I never was, you know, like I came back to something that I didn't even have when I left.
That's dope.
You know, I didn't have that. I was over here, you know, I always been the underdog, you know, it seems like, you know. And year 2 came. We had drummer. Then we had drummer again, but this time we had the Untouchables, which was Misfit, Little One, and Mr. Shadow.
Hell yeah.
Rancho y Barrio. And then shout out to Rancho y Barrio, because when I touched down, they did me that corrido, el H1. Did me a corrido, shot the video, all that shit. And then, year 3, no, year 4, yeah, year 3, we had Crime Apple and DJ Muggs that co-headlined it.
Hell yeah.
And then last year was Chino XL. So this year is like, you put a target on you, like criminals up.
Yeah.
Make that call, you know, like.
That's dope.
It's for the city, it's for LA, you know, it's for the culture, it's just a statement, you know, like, and the thing is that Underground Hip Hop Blog's a 100% independent company, you know what I'm saying? This ain't fucking Live Nation or Golden Voice, which it'd be dope if they stepped in and picked up this, because this is already a festival. This is gonna be the 5th year, you know? And we've been doing it all on ourselves, you know, just independent, but it's a real fucking show. It ain't no backyard boogie shit or nothing, you know? Real
show with real business. I like to highlight that as far as Armando and the way he carries himself, business, contracts, everything. Yeah. I deal with promoters all over the world. And in the last year, I gotta be real, there's been a lot of bullshit promoters out there. So it was refreshing to have Armando step to the table with good business, good you know, acumen, the way that he carries himself, the way he represents for you, homie. And you know, getting that invitation was big. So I want to. I'm gonna let him speak on it for a little bit, then I'll jump back in. Let's go. Just like he said we weren't gonna do. Hey, we did it. Hey man, that's dope. What's up, homie? We got.
Yo, what up?
What's cracking? We
Mr.
got
Criminal.
Armando, Underground Hip Hop Blog is in the building. How you doing, Gunnar?
Yo, man, I just want to thank you in person for actually taking the invite and jumping on our 5th annual Nightmare Before Christmas, bro.
Hey, homie, thank you. The honor's mine.
Well, because when we reached out to Conejo the first year, I'm sure he did his research and he realized, yo, this is not just some dudes trying to hit me up for a show. They're actually throwing dope shows already.
Yeah.
They represent underground hip hop on a global level. And coincidentally, we're from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
We're Raza owned, Raza operated. And we just love LA, bro. I'm from LA. And it's a blessing to have.
What part of Los? I'm going to cut you off. I just want to know.
Downey.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what's up.
And it's funny how Conejo mentioned Gangstar, because my biggest influence and my brother's biggest influence, who's the founder of Underground Hip Hop Blog, is Gangstar.
That's dope.
If anyone asks me who's your favorite rapper, bro, I say straight up Gifted Unlimited Rhymes Universal, bro.
Hell yeah.
It's funny how you mentioned when you seen him for the first time, bro. He was just so influential to me and my brother. There was a dope record shop in the city of Cerritos called Stax. I believe DJ Icy Ice owned it. But anyways, there was an in-store.
All right.
And Gangstar was in town. When Guru went into that building, it just changed my life forever, bro. Because I finally was able to meet my favorite rapper. And this was, what, 2001? You know?
Shortly before he passed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And ever since then, man, I was just addicted to underground hip hop because I was never into the mainstream. Me and my brother, we were never into the commercial rap. We were always listening to music against the grain.
Hell yeah.
You know, at that time we were listening to, you know, Necro, Mortal Technique, Conejo, and Friends. If you know what I mean, there's a certain cloud of rappers. Like we're the same age, right? So when we were in high school, when the term underground hip hop was mentioned, it was nothing to joke around with. Because at that time there was some vicious MCs.
Straight up.
Right? And at that time we were just, you know, circulating it just by hand. Yo, check this homie out. Check that homie out. You know what I'm saying? And predominantly it was all East Coast rap. There was only a few heads in the West Coast I was listening to. And one of them was Conejo. Outside of that, I was never into the Dre shit. I was never into the, you know, mainstream shit because I was just completely anti-mainstream, bro. Like,
got you. You were like in the Wu-Tang shit like that. I got you.
Absolutely.
I know the kids you were. I know exactly who you were.
Absolutely.
I know.
And that being said, that's what, you know, spawned the idea of creating a blog that's tailored and focusing on the underground game. And we just came up with it, you know. And you know, a lot of people remember the logo. It's funny how you like the logo because we hear it all the time, bro. Oh, it's the fucking logo. It's a simple logo. But nah, it's just it's bigger than the logo, bro. Like because people don't know, I was already talking to you before this Conejo show was happening. I was trying to book you and do a headlining gig.
Yes, sir. I was already telling everybody I was doing it.
Absolutely, absolutely. But then we have this Nightmare Before Christmas, and the reason why we developed this show is because, you know, I don't think there's any hip hop promotion or company that I feel hosts dope Latino, Mexican oriented hip hop in LA. Period, bro. I love the term Chicano rap, but I don't label any artist with that. It's either dope or it's not.
Yeah.
You know? And being a hip hop critic, being a hip hop influencer, bro, like, it's very important who we headline at any of our events. When you go to an underground hip hop blog event, you're just not going to a concert. It's for you. If you're an underground hip hop head, these shows are for you.
Yeah.
And me reaching out to you, dude, you're an underground hip hop legend, bro. Like, you bleed underground hip hop. Conejo bleeds underground hip hop.
Gracias.
Everyone that we book just bleeds underground hip hop. So, December 23rd, it's our 5th annual Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm honored to work with Conejo. He's by far one of the most experienced, most professional, and seasoned MCs I've ever met in my life. You know, his record, his catalog spans over, from what I believe, well over 100 projects.
Hell yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
and like you said, like, it's straight from the gutter. It's super underground. No handouts, no cosigns, no label signings, none of that.
Hell yeah.
And I think that's what LA underground hip hop represents. And not only that, not only we have Conejo headlining, obviously, we are co-headlining Mr. Criminal, the one and only. But let's not forget Tumex.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Tumex, man.
Tumex, I believe, is Mexican national treasure, bro. Like, when I grew up in the game, I was always at the Project Blow, just like you. And when I saw him for the first time, I was finally telling myself, like, yo, man, that's someone that looks like me.
And that motherfucker was spitting up there.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker. I seen him back in the days in South Central and that motherfucking Project,
you know,
Blow, homie. I was like, this was hard, homie.
He's an icon in the LA underground hip hop community. He's a national treasure globally, man. His lyrics were just so influential.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I was a big Of Mexican Descent fan. So I originally reached out. I was like, yo, man, can we get Of Mexican Descent together? Didn't work out. So I was just like, yo, why don't we just add you?
Yeah.
He was like, I'm with it. He was like, bro, I've been looking at the Nightmare Before Christmas. It's something bigger than what you guys think. I'm like, really? I hear that from a lot of fans, bro. Just people are, it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Hell yeah.
And it's such an honor to provide that type of element to Los Angeles. You
It's
know,
much needed.
Just
Nobody else is doing
Latino-oriented hip hop festivals.
Hell yeah.
That only book, dope rappers.
Hell yeah.
From beginning to end, there's just dope hip hop. We got Brownsville. We got Hex. Young Uno. Tumex, Criminal, and Conejo. I just think it's such an iconic show, and especially you being a part of it, it adds more, just more substance to just the whole hip hop community out here.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that.
It was a really important move because I had mentioned it to Conejo. I was like, yo, why don't we just add Mr. Criminal? Who was 100% with it, bro. He was like, man, let's do it.
Yeah, dog, you remember my text back to you, right?
Absolutely.
I was like, give me Conejo's number, dog. I want to make sure this is cool with the homie because this don't seem right. I seem like this feels fishy, Holmes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, December 23rd, get your tickets at dice.fm. We're giving away free tickets. So feel free to DM Criminal right now, DM Conejo right now and be like, yo, I was watching the show. We're giving out a limited amount of tickets. I want to win those tickets.
Straight up.
So anyone watching, anyone hearing, DM Criminal, DM Conejo, and say, yo, I want those tickets. We're going to go ahead and pick and choose some lucky fans to witness just Latino greatness going down in one building, Don Quixote in downtown LA.
Hell yeah. And shout out to you guys for putting that together because that takes belief in the culture because a lot of people don't believe in our culture.
Well, look, we are the number one source for underground hip hop. When you type in that keyword on Google, we're the number one link.
Hell yeah.
And that being said, there's a lot of weight on our backs, especially, the staff and everyone that's involved because I believe the community holds us accountable. That's why we've been so, successful in the past 12 years because we don't clout chase, we don't gossip, we just stick with the essence of underground hip hop. It's submission based. We promote as many artists as we can. If you're dope, you're dope.
Yeah.
And that's what that term is all about. Like, what's your definition of underground hip hop, Mr. Criminal?
I would say underground hip hop is the Conejos, the Criminals, the Brother Lynch Hungs, the Sebos, the ones that are played in every single hood, every single barrio, black, brown, it don't matter, without the cosigns of the Dre's or the Snoops or the Interscope records. That's what an underground hip hop legend is to me. Like Brother Lynch Hung, when I was like coming up, I never heard him on the radio. I never seen him on MTV, but everybody in the hood was talking about him. You heard him bumping out of every.
When you were walking into that garage, everyone's smoking, they're playing him, right?
And you find more of a sense of pride spreading that music because you're part of their journey. You might not realize it at that time, but it's like you're spreading this shit, showing it off. Like, look, dog, this dope ass Lynch shit, this dope ass Conejo Criminal shit, and little do you know that you're being a part of that journey of this man's rise. You know what I'm saying? So I think that shit's special when it comes to underground hip hop. I think that it's driven by the streets, like the homie said, and it's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. Again, it's such an honor for you to accept the invite. We've been wanting to book you. It's just going to be a dope experience for all the fans to enjoy. Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. I just want to know, did I pass the test? Because I've always been failing tests since I was a kid. Did I get an A or a fucking F on that?
No, man. You're
all right, good.
A+.
Making sure, dog, because I've never got questions right since I was a kid. I'm like, man, this is all fucked up right now.
Right.
I'm about to fail on my own show, homie. What the fuck? It's all good.
So, yeah, man. December 23rd, get your tickets at dice.fm. The flyers are obviously on Mr. Criminal socials, Conejo socials. Our social is UGHH blog on Instagram. Tap in.
Hell yeah. SO Loco Los Angeles said that he wants some tickets blessed. Hit me in the DMs. Anybody hitting in the DMs from 9:15 on, we're going to bless the next, how many people?
20 pairs.
Damn. You guys heard it. Straight from underground hip hop.
And that's being very generous, right,
That's
Mr. Criminal?
extremely generous, homie. That's extremely. So it's 9:15 in 3 minutes. If you guys want to be.
So that's for you and your lady.
Yeah, there you go. Come out. pull up. You just heard it. Straight invitation from Underground Hip Hop Blog. And that's the way to give back after Thanksgiving, huh?
Absolutely.
Ain't a beautiful thing to give back to the city and the community, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys pulling up and making it official. I appreciate your professionalism, like I told the homie. I appreciate you being a true and solid promoter of this culture and this underground hip hop shit, homie. So hats off to you, homie, and your team and your carnal for you guys representing this shit.
Absolutely.
Shit.
Yo, Prime, I want you to sit right here, man, and break some shit down for us.
He said, hell nah, I ain't coming.
Good. Everything was good.
He said he's good. He said he's good.
Let's get Conejo back on the mic.
Let's get Con back on this motherfucker. I'm on my 4th trade craft joint. This better be the good one. Hell yeah. So I want to ask you, speaking of 2Mex, have you ever had a chance to be part of or witness or go to a Project Blow when you were younger?
You know what? Back in the days, nobody knows, but I was around all those dudes. See, back in the days, they used to have this radio station on the campus of Loyola Marymount called We Came From Beyond, 88.9 with DJ Mike Nardone. He was the A&R at Jive. The Shapeshifters, the Visionaries, 2Mex, Cholo and Sync, all these dudes were over there. I ran into all these dudes over there. Damn. So I always felt like I was part of that family, even though they wasn't fucking with me like that because I was banged out. I was in a different world, you know? But I've been around all those dudes my whole life, you know? In my own way, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, shout out to 2Mex, the homie right there. I need a song with 2Mex, too.
Yeah.
You know?
That's dope as fuck. And I have a feeling that shit's gonna come very soon, homie.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's dope that you've always kept it true to what you believe in with your music. I think it's dope that you have your story that you've, you know, like we spoke about, pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah.
You kept it true to your whole journey. And now being who you are, you represent, you see the bigger picture and you represent our culture proudly. So I give you props for that. If you could look back and talk to a young Conejo, experiencing everything you've been through in life, and you could talk to that young dreamer, the one that wishes he could get in the rap game, the one that wishes he just could get an opportunity to be heard around the world, what would you tell him?
Just do it.
Oh yeah.
You just gotta there's no like shortcuts, there's no cheat codes, there's nothing. Especially for us, you know? It's like twice as much as harder, you know?
Hell yeah.
So you just gotta do it and you just gotta stay on course. Because there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be bumps in the road, but you just got to you just got to believe in yourself, you know, even when you don't believe in yourself, you know?
Straight up. That's real important. That's real important. Well, I appreciate the invitation. I appreciate you pulling up like this. I think it's going to be legendary. December 23rd, I know I'm going to sharpen my sword because I got to get out there and pull up right before you get on stage, so we got to kill that shit. So I know that there's going to be a lot of fireworks popping that night. In the city of LA, homie. And we're gonna kill that shit, homie. And I appreciate the invitation and being a young criminal, looking back, being on the boulevard, rapping over that Conejo beat and all the homies gathering around that Lolo and saying, hey, fool, you can spit, homie, that shit's hard. I'm honored to say I'm gonna be rocking that motherfucker with you, homie. So let's kill that shit.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Like a motherfucker. Hell yeah. Is there anything you wanna address or bring up or promote before we get up out of here?
Nah, just shout out to the Underground Hip Hop Blog. Shout out to Attorney Rosenberg.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Syndicate Security. You know, the production team, 3013. My band, The Squad. Prime Films. Shout out to David Ayer, Cedar Park. You know, shout out to the homies over there at Cultura. And just everybody, you know. Just shout out to everybody that's tapped in tonight. I thought somebody was gonna call in.
Oh, no shit. You know what? I'm glad you reminded me because these people are gonna be pissed the fuck off that I didn't give them an opportunity to call. Familia, my bad. Conejo's the most professional man in this building. He was here on time before me on my own podcast, and he reminded me on my phone calls. I thank you, homie. Can we make sure that shit's charged for a minute? We'll take phone calls in 5 minutes. Yep. You want to throw up the phone number? Let's get it. We got Conejo in the building. You already know. We keeping it all positive. Any drama, leave it at home because I'm going to click that shit. Yeah. We don't answer it. We don't do the fugazi shit.
You know what? We've had this is going to be the 5th year.
Yeah.
Every year, all the LA neighborhoods be up at the Nightmare Before Christmas. All enemies, all ops of each other, and we haven't had one incident yet.
Hell yeah.
And it's just been like all love and all respect, and you know, like everybody knows that's been to the Nightmares. The Nightmares that we've thrown, man, you catch directors, producers. It's like a big networking event for the culture for us, you know.
Hell yeah.
Actors, you know, everything. Everybody be over there, you know. You'll see this the way it happens. It just gets like it's active in a different way.
Hell yeah.
You know. In
a very positive way now.
Yeah, you know, and I want to send a shout out to the West Side.
Hell yeah.
And that's everything from like the 110 all the way to the sea. So that's, you know, West Adams, Pico Union, Westlake, K-Town, East Hollywood, you know, the Four Corners, all that, you know?
Hell yeah.
And just it's gonna be here faster than we think, you know?
Quick.
You know?
Hell yeah, I got some West Siders pulling up. 90026 will definitely be in the building.
Yeah,
Shout out to my
that's right.
Silver Lakers. We're gonna be in there acting right. I already told the homies, the ones that like to drink too much, you ain't pulling up, folks. Stay your ass at home. We only keeping the mature motherfuckers are pulling up in the house tonight. So
Yeah.
we're gonna represent the West Side the right way.
It's all love right there, you know, to go and do something like that up in that event like that. It's a bad look for us.
Yeah, for sure.
And with the companies that work with us with these venues, you know, to go and ruin something like that, you know, I think it's just better to keep it cool and just like get your drink on, get your smoke on, and enjoy some good music and
it's a celebration.
Flick up. There's gonna be a lot of people in there, you know.
Yeah. 2 days before Christmas, man, we celebrating.
Yeah.
Anybody on that bullshit, they lost already. They already lost in their own way, you know. But I do want to say that you got a lot of people that had no clue that we were gonna be live tonight, and we're already almost at 3,500 views, almost 700 concurrent viewers, and the power of us just being together is definitely something to shake up the culture, homie. So I wanna thank you for taking the invitation back and pulling up with your busy schedule like this last minute.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think it was better like that, catch them off guard.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
You know, little early Christmas present for them.
Yeah, let's give it to them. How we looking on the charge? It's charging? It's dead as fuck? Let's go. I figured it just turned on? So yeah, we'll go ahead and put it. 840-215-2192. If you guys want to call in, we got Conejo in the building, and we will be celebrating December 23rd, Nightmare Before Christmas, Part 5. And you said that you had Latino Jam pulling up in that motherfucker, right?
Yeah. I got Capone. We're gonna be doing some of the cuts off the Imperial. That was an album that kind of like, I think that's the one that set it off between Conejo and High Power. You know?
For sure.
And but I thought, you know, something. I think they love that album. You know, there's songs on there that they love, and I think, you know, it's all about them. It's not about what songs I like. I'm thinking about, you know, the playlist is for them. You know.
Hell yeah. And I gotta give Capone from Texas props, cause when you were getting out, he gave me a call. He was like, "I need to get a hold of you." I remember he gave me a call, and we kind of bumped heads at first, cause I didn't know what it was, you know.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I had a chip on my shoulder. I was like, "What's up?" And he was like, right back at me like that, but now he was like, "Nah, Conejo wants to chop it up with you." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So I had to slow it down. Did you ever have a chance to talk to the other Capone?
Never.
Never in your life? I was just tripping out because I talked to Capone. I just wanted to ask you if you ever spoke to him. You know, it was never no real beef with you guys anyway.
You know what? I met him a long time ago at the studio.
ODMs, right?
Yeah, but I didn't. You know, he's kind of quiet, and those days, you know me, I was like high strung and like just a whole different mentality than now, you know, and that was it.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
Hell
Shout out
yeah.
to Capone.
Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. Fucking if you want to start getting these lines open, how much percentage are we at? Critical? Oh, you already gave me. Fuck, I'm slow when we were talking to. My bad. You gave it to me, I forgot. 4%. Here we go. What the fuck did you hand me, homie? Like that. Yeah, that shit is dope as fuck. I need to get one of these. All right, let me go ahead and open up the lines, hook it up to the podcaster, and then we'll be taking calls. Hold up 1 second. I forgot how to do this shit. Boom, here we go. We are live in about 1 minute. Call live 840-215-2192. We got Conejo in the building. Leave the bullshit at home. You will get clicked on. But so far we've been having a lot of love, right, Crip? Yeah. We ain't had nobody call with no bullshit. I hope Modelo Maloso calls. Here we go. First call of the night. Lexington, Kentucky. You're on live with Conejo and Mr. Criminal. What's popping? Hello.
Hey, what up, Mr. Criminal?
What's popping? How you doing tonight?
Hey, buenas noches. Estoy llamando de Kentucky.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, homie. You got Conejo in the building. Say what's cracking.
What's cracking, Conejo?
What's happening, big dog? Un saludo a todo Kentucky. What's up?
Call that red light.
What's up?
I think he was trying to say some of your lyrics and it cut out.
Okay.
Clacker, Miss Oregon, you're on live with Mr. Criminal and Conejo. Say what's up.
Hey, what's poppin'?
How you doing tonight?
Just trying to give a shout out to Krabs and Conejo.
Hell yeah. Where you calling in from?
I had a question for Conejo.
Shoot it.
Hey, Conejo, you plan on making any more movies, dog? Cause damn, that tax collector was a shit, fool.
We got one dropping this year coming up. It's called Dominique. I play a Colombian cop.
Yeah.
Active as fuck. Wait for it.
Damn, homeboy, I can't wait, fool. I've been a big ass fan of yours, Tom, fool, since day one, dog.
Yeah, much love.
Much love, homeboys. I just want to give my shout out to Conejo, dog.
Hell yeah, much love.
Keep doing your thing, homeboy. Much love from Oregon, homeboy.
Blessings.
Hell yeah. Houston, Texas, you're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo.
Hey, what's up, homies? Man, I just want to say what's up, dog.
Cubo.
What's up, Conejo?
H is up.
That's fine, homie. Man, I just want to say what's up, man.
Un saludo a todo Houston.
Really, Houston ya está.
Sobres.
All right, homies.
All
right, later.
Elk, Nevada, you're on live with Conejo and Mr. Criminal. What's popping?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's happening?
How's it going?
We chilling. We got Conejo in the building. You got any questions?
Hey, man, just wanted you guys shout outs, man. I've been watching Conejo forever, man. Mr. Conejo también, güey.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you guys bring up Ills the Kill, man. You guys ever heard of him?
Nah, he's never heard of him.
You guys check out his shit, man.
We'll check him out. We'll check him out. Ill the Kill, homie. Much love. We appreciate him.
Hey, puro Guadalajara, man.
That's right.
All day. I have a feeling he was Ill the Kill. Giving himself a plug. That's what's up. That's a smart way to promote. Phoenix, Arizona. You're on live with Conejo and Mr. Criminal. What's popping? Hold up. I'm trying to put you on. There's too many calls coming in. Give me a second to put you. Fuck, this shit's blowing up. Give me a second to put you on the speaker. You're live. What's popping?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Turn down your background. We can't understand you, homie.
No te oyes. Bájale in the back.
Watsonville, California. What's popping? You're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo.
Hey, what's up, Criminal? What's up, Conejo? Saludos. You know, your guys' music from back then is a shit, man.
Hell yeah, we appreciate you, homie.
So I'll be out there in San Diego soon, man, and hopefully I get to meet you guys someday.
Hey, pues cae a Los Angeles on the 23rd of December. Vente con todos tus homies.
All right, Simón, man.
Ya estás.
Much love.
Well, hey, nice to saludarlos, you know.
Igualmente.
Hell yeah, much love, carnal.
All right, well, wish me the best, man, and I wish you guys the best too.
All right, we wish you the best, homie. Much love.
All right.
213 lost. You're on the line with Conejo and Mr. Criminal. What's popping?
Yo.
What's cracking?
Yo, Mr. Criminal Conejo, just want to say, man, blessings to each and one of you, blessings to you and your families, and thank you for the music you guys been putting out, man, since day one. Been a fan since way back when, and I can see the maturity, I can see the growth. Blessings to both of you, man. God bless.
We'll see you on the 23rd.
23rd December. Pull
yes,
up.
Sir.
Bakersfield, California. You're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo. What's popping?
What's up, Criminal Conejo?
What's happening?
I just want to shout out to you guys.
Shout out to Bakersfield.
the Criminal Podcast. Hopefully one day, Criminal, Conejo, and King Little G make a badass track for the people.
Hell yeah. Shout out King Little G.
All right, good night, guys.
A rato. Las Vegas, Nevada, you're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo. What's popping? Ah, shit, damn.
Yo, what's up, man? This is 40 calling from Eastside Las Vegas.
Hell yeah, what's popping?
I just want to say what's up. G-Rabs and Crimes. Been a big fan since back in the day.
That's right. Much love.
I just want to say, shout out to everybody out there. I know my girl happy as fuck that I'm online right now.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Shout out your girl, too, for supporting.
All right, for sure, man. God bless both of you, man.
God bless
Take
you,
care.
back, homie. 323 Lost. You're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo. What's popping? Hello.
Hello.
You're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo. What's popping?
I just want to send my love to Mr. Criminal and Conejo from West Adams, Smiley Drive.
Hell yeah. Inglewood, California. You're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo. What's popping? Ah, shit, lost. Man, the line won't stop blowing up. Casa Grande, you're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo. What's popping?
What's up, Crimes?
What's crackalacking?
What's up, Conejo?
What's happening?
Nothing, just chilling. Hey, I was here in Phoenix when you were...
That's where you at, Phoenix?
Nah, I live in the tuck now. Hey, Crime.
Yeah, your shit's cutting out bad, fool. Huh? You gotta call back. Yakima, you're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo.
What's up, dog?
What's crackalacking?
It's fucking Modelo Maloso with
What's up, Modelo Maloso? How you doing tonight, homie?
Hey, you already know.
You got Conejo in the building, homie. What's up?
I got Modelo in the building.
He said I got Modelo in the building. Nah, fool, you got Conejo in the building. Say what's up, fool. Show some respect.
Hey, for respect, homie, I like that fucking song that you did when you talk about the homie putting in work back in the day, you know what I'm saying? The 90s shit. You're talking about coming out of jail and shit. Or juvenile.
Yeah.
That shit's hard, dude.
Right.
You know, we grew up on that shit.
Hell yeah.
Right.
And we from all the way up here in Washington.
Shout out to Washington.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Over here in Yakima.
Yeah, shout out to Yakima. Been up there like 2 or 3
You know
times
what I'm saying? And so we grew up on your shit, Mr. Criminal shit, and it would be nice if you guys fucking did hella gangster shit, you know what I'm saying? Old school shit, because we need that old school shit.
It's 2023, carnal.
Man, fool. Tupac still lying.
Oh, shit.
That's right, Modelo Maloso. We appreciate you calling in, homie. God bless you. Redlands, California. You're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo. What's popping?
What's happening?
How you doing tonight?
It's OG Green Eyes.
What's
Want to
cracking?
give a shout out to Conejo.
What's up?
Criminal.
Shout out to you. Thank you for supporting and calling in. Where you calling in from? Redlands, you said, right? I think that's what the phone said. Well, thank you for supporting and calling in. You got any questions for Conejo?
Hey, y'all gonna be at the Nightmare on the 23rd? Pull up.
I'm going to try to pull up.
Yeah, pull up.
Pull up. We'll see you then.
All right. Gracias. Have a
Much
good
love.
night.
Likewise. Hell yeah. They're blowing this shit up. Got people calling all in from the East Coast. Fayetteville, you're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo. What's popping?
What's up, Mr. Criminal? What's up, Conejo?
¿Qué onda?
I want to say saludos. Cali.
From where?
From Oxnard.
All right. Shout out to Chiques. Much love. 805.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Le Caes el 23 de diciembre, the nightmare before Christmas. Oxnard's always in the building.
Pull up.
Every year.
Simón, dog.
All right.
Nothing but love and respect
Ya estamos.
for Conejo and Mr. Criminal.
Much love right back at you, homie. Rogersville, Tennessee, you're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo. What's popping?
Oh, what's popping? And much love to both of y'all.
Hell yeah. What's cracking?
Shit. I was just wondering what's y'all's biggest defeat or feat that y'all did in your life, or like trying.
I couldn't understand the question, homie. You sound like your mouth is too close to the mic. You want to ask again?
What's the biggest struggles you guys overcame?
The biggest struggles? You want to answer that?
Yeah.
Conejo?
Man, life's a struggle. Life's a journey. That's it.
Hell yeah.
That's the good and the bad, and you just gotta just keep moving forward.
Straight up.
Hey, man. I appreciate y'all for the music that you did.
Much
It
love.
helped me out in life.
All right.
We appreciate you. Much love for calling in.
Yeah.
Carbondale, Illinois. You're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo. Turn down your background.
What's up? What's up? I'm coming from Southern Illinois.
Hell yeah. What's poppin', Southern Illinois? How you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm from El Paso, Texas, Chico Town.
Yup.
I want to say what's up to Conejo.
¿Qué onda?
Get on his prop. That's good that you guys are doing stuff together and stuff.
Yup.
Hell yeah. We appreciate your
I'm
support.
here at work. I'm welding and listening to you guys all night.
Don't cut off your fucking finger listening to this shit, my boy. Be careful.
Nah.
Hell yeah. Much
All
love.
right, man.
Thank you for
Just want to
supporting.
give you guys your props and stuff.
Much love and respect. Reno, Nevada, you're on live with Conejo and Mr. Criminal. What's poppin'?
What's up? It's Criminal Conejo.
What's cracking?
Just wanted to tap in, let you guys know that I'm gonna be at your show. I'm here from Reno, Nevada.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I spoke to Conejo in the DM briefly, so.
Okay.
But I told him I'm pulling up with the homie, so I'm there.
Flying or driving?
I'm flying, dog, from Reno.
That's right. Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
That's
homie.
love.
Hey, I want to ask you a quick question, Conejo.
What's up?
My cousin Henry told me he was locked up with you. Do you remember him?
I mean, Henry what? Or from where?
Henry Hernandez.
Man, you know what? I met a lot of people from then till now. ¿Cómo le dicen? Where's he from?
Nah, he don't fuck around, bro. But he told me you're good people, you know?
Oh, all right, cool. Well, tell him I said what's up. Much love. Qué bueno que ya está afuera también.
Oh, yeah, dog. I'll see you guys December 23rd.
Ya está.
Much love, homie. Gracias.
Much love.
Kentucky, you're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo. What's poppin'?
What's up, Carnal? How you doing?
We blessed, homie. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, homie. Conejo, how you doing?
Chilling. Aquí al 100.
Damn, well, it's fucking late out here, but it was worth fucking staying up watching you guys. I just want to show you some much love and give you guys a little, you know?
¿De dónde estás marcando? Tennessee?
Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh, okay, Lexington, Kentucky. Déjate caer para acá. Get that plane ticket.
One day,
guys.
homie. I used to live out there.
Where at?
I lived in East LA.
Oh, all right. Well, shit.
But I moved out here. I started my own thing. I started doing my business, and
that's right.
That's fucking. Well, I look up to you guys. You know, I like how you guys do your thing.
Hell yeah,
All
we
right.
appreciate you, homie. Much love.
Thank you.
Much love, homie. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Reno Valley, California, you're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo. What's poppin'? All right. Red Bluff, California, you're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo. What's poppin'?
Hey, there we go. Hey, Criminal.
What's cracking?
What's up, fool? Conejo, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, it's Gordo, Luis Lopez right there on the comment. Hey, Conejo, I just want to give you shouts out. Been bumping your shit since 2012. Became a trucker 2014. Been bumping all of those fucking CDs.
You fuck with the podcast, Inside a Sinister Mind?
I'm waiting for the next season, bro.
We're ready. January, we dropping season 5. It's called It All Comes Back. It's gonna fuck you fools up.
Hell yeah, dog. I'll be waiting.
Ya está.
Hey, man, I just want to say I appreciate you. Thank you for all your music, man. And that Reset album, Momento, and Hope.
Yeah.
That shit's been getting me through this year, man. I've been having a hard year, and those fucking songs right there.
Damn.
I feel them, dog.
Yeah. I'm gonna be performing those at the show. So hopefully
I'm
you'll
from
catch the
upstate, like
footage.
2 hours up past Sacramento, so I ain't gonna be able to go. But much love and respect, man. I hope you keep pushing, and I'm waiting for that Reset Deluxe album.
That's just right around the corner too.
Oh yeah. All right, muchas gracias, and
Que te vaya bien todo, huh?
Gracias a ti también.
Much love, homie.
Ándale.
Hell yeah, I see you, Ennis, Texas, and Oxnard. You guys keep calling back to back. I'm not trying to ignore you guys. Just keep calling in. Twin Falls, Idaho, you're on live with Mr. Criminal. Conejo, what's popping?
Hey, what's up, homies? Conejo, Mr. Criminals. Want to get a shout out.
What's up, though?
The big Gus, homie, from Victorville.
All right,
Hey, I grew up to you guys' music, homie.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I'm proud of you guys, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey, you guys stay up. Keep doing it. To you, the family, Mr. Criminal.
Hell yeah, much love and respect, homie. Thanks for calling in.
Oh, yeah.
Phoenix, Arizona, you're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo.
Shout out to Conejo and Mr. Criminal.
Hell yeah.
I'm right here from AC.
Hey, un saludo a toda la finiquera.
Hell yeah.
Gracias, Conejo.
Ya estás.
I'm proud of you, Rafa, homie, for putting the Rafa on the map. Seeing you on big screens and everything.
That's
Proud
right.
of you, carnal.
Thank you.
And wish you nothing but the best. You too, Mr. Criminal.
Gracias, homie. Much love.
Stay up.
Likewise. Ennis, Texas, my bad, homie. I see you keep calling. I know you want to get in here. Houston, Texas is calling now. Georgia. Houston, Texas,
what's the
you're on
deal
live.
from Houston, Texas?
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing just fine right here.
Hell yeah, we got Conejo in the building. Say what's cracking.
Hey, what's up, Conejo? What's going down?
H is up, Houston.
Yes, sir. All the time, Long Star.
Yup. What's going on?
Yeah, man. I was just calling, man. Y'all doing some good work, man. Keep it up.
Hell yeah, much love, homie. Thank you for the support.
Much love from Houston, Texas, all the way.
Hell yeah. All right. Hell yeah, my bad. The homie from Ennis keeps calling, and every other city's beating him. My bad, homie. If you want to call back in, I'll answer that out. Fair Oaks, California, you're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo. What's popping? Hello.
Yeah. Hello. ¿Qué huele, carnales?
What's cracking? You're on live with Conejo and Criminal. What's popping?
Hey, saludos. Yeah, man. Hey, saludos para el Conejo, man.
Gracias.
Ese vato bien chingón. Y también para ti, Criminal. Fucking been fucking listening to your shit since way back in the day, homie.
Hell yeah.
Motherfuckers are fucking gangsters, homie.
Gracias, homie. Much
Respeto.
love. Likewise, homie.
Yeah. I'll see you over there in Reno, homie.
Hell yeah. Pull up to December 23rd
Yup.
in Lost, too. We'll see you then.
Hell yeah, homie. Take care, homies.
Much love.
Aquí Sacra. Órale.
What's cracking? You on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo?
Hey, what's up, man? How you guys doing?
We chilling. What's popping with you?
Man, shout out to Conejo, Mr. Criminal, over here from Arizona.
Shout out right back to you, homie. You got any questions for Conejo?
Much love.
No, man, that's it, man. Just letting you guys know what's up, man.
Hell yeah,
Shout
much
out.
love. Thank you for calling in. Casa Grande, Arizona, another one calling in. What's popping? You're live with Mr. Criminal
Hey,
Conejo.
Crimes.
Yo.
My shit was fucking up.
Yeah, say what you gotta say, my boy. My bad.
Send me that cash. Percent.
Shit's still fucking up. Couldn't understand his shit. Did that fool ask me for a cash app?
That cash app.
Fucking asked me for a cash app. Here you go. We're gonna take one of the last calls of the night. I'm gonna try to make it something from here goes. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Albuquerque, New Mexico, you're on live with Conejo and Mr. Criminal. What's popping? Damn, this shit's blowing up.
Bumping your shit since I was a youngster since '99. Your music got me through all kinds of shit. Much love. Good looking out, Criminal, for having OG Conejo on this shit.
Hell yeah, much love.
Much love.
I never know you were a single dad, homie. Much love. I've been a single dad for a minute. Your music got me through this shit.
That's right. Blessings.
Hell yeah.
Órale,
you make yay, and I'm gone.
Much love. Phoenix, Arizona, what's popping? You're gonna be the last call of the night. You got Conejo in the building. What's cracking? You gotta make it count, homie, for the last call, homie. Hold up, I'm gonna hang up. My bad. If you're gonna be the last call, you gotta make it worth it. Be ready for your question. Salt Lake City, Arizona, Utah. My bad. Arizona was calling at the same time. You're on live with Mr. Criminal Conejo.
What's up, bro? How are you?
We chilling. What's up?
Hell yeah, man. I want to tell you that I'm a big fan of both of you since the early 2000s.
Hell yeah. Much love and respect. I'm going to make Ennis, Texas the last call of the night. You called a gang of times. How you doing tonight? You're on live with Conejo and Mr. Criminal.
How y'all doing?
We chilling.
Hey, man, big fans, man. We've been watching this. My brother put me on to y'all, man. Both of y'all, Conejo and Criminal, man.
That's right.
Here, let me pass y'all to him.
Pásamelo.
Hey, what's up, bro? Been looking
¿Qué onda?
4011, 4012. Yeah, what I tell you guys, the question is what do y'all,
What's the question?
what advice do y'all have for these youngsters out here that look up to you guys?
Man, I don't got no advice for the youngsters because, you know, I always say this, I'm just like them. The only thing that I could offer them is just like understanding and comprehension, and that's it. Hear them out. But this is their journey, you know?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know what you got to tell them, so, you know, maybe looking up to you guys, maybe they can hear something and, you know, and take it from there.
I would say to the youngsters to be true to yourself. I say a lot of youngsters get lost trying to please people, trying to be down with their homies, trying to do things that they know ain't right in their quota, and they do it anyways just to be for the cause, for whatever. Do what's right to you. Do what's right in your heart, and you probably save yourself a lot of time and wasted time and bullshit.
Hell yeah. Back to both of y'all.
Much love right back, homie. God bless.
Happy to be the last call. Shit.
Hell yeah. Much love, homie. You have a blessed night.
Called like 7 times.
Hell yeah. Gracias. What part of Texas you in?
Hey, we're from Arlington, Texas, huh?
That's where the Cowboys play, huh?
Yeah, bro. Rangers, too.
Hell yeah. That's when I see my Titans. I flew into Arlington to watch my Titans whoop your Cowboys' asses, homie. That's one of my best memories of my life.
Man,
Hell
man.
yeah. Much love.
Cowboys fans over here, you
That's
know?
right. That's right. Whose house? Our house. Much love, Carnal. We appreciate it.
Man.
Much love, homie. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
You have a good night.
Have a good night, man.
You too, homie. God bless. And that was it. Phone calls are now shut down. We had about 50 missed calls. And that's the love that we have, homie. I could tell that the people that have genuine love for you, you don't really like taking calls, huh? Don't fuck with them too much.
That's the first time I did it.
Serio? I could tell. Everyone's like, the Conejo's not feeling this. The comments, people are like, look at Conejo's face. Motherfucker's not feeling this shit. I'm like, nah. People, the homie's new to the phone call. Stop sweating the homie. Let him ease into the shit. You know what I mean? Shit. But yeah, man, you got anything else you want to say before we get up off of here?
I mean, that's it. Everybody out there listening right now, I want to see you out there at Don Quixote, 2811 East Olympic Boulevard. On the Nightmare Before Christmas 5, Conejo, Mr. Criminal, Tumex, you know, also performing Capone. Like, this shit's gonna be lit. You could get your tickets now at dice.fm. This is a underground hip-hop blog event. Some real shit. Shout out to 3013, Prime Films, the whole fucking squad, everything, everybody in the game, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you know, just pull up to the fucking event. You a fucking rapper, actor, producer, lo que quieras. You on my personal VIP guest list. Pull up, come fucking network with us, you know?
There you go.
This is, we do this every year. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be the same this year. You know, it's for the culture.
Hell yeah.
Most importantly, you know?
Fuck yeah. Spoken from the legend himself, man.
Let's end the year right, you know?
Let's end this shit right. Nightmare Before Christmas, Part 5, homie. December 23rd. And that's how we do it. You heard it straight from Conejo himself. Worldwide invitation. Grab your tickets. No excuses. If you're out of the country, we don't give a fuck. Pull up. Network with some good people in the building that night.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Underground Hip Hop Blog. Shout out to Prime Films. Shout out to Conejo for pulling up. Shout out to the invitation to rock with you. Shout out to my baby girl Street Visuals, Fabian, Critical, Big Tense, the whole team. And that's how we rocking, man. Anything else you want to say before we go? Any last shout outs?
SK Mob.
That's it, and that's how we do it. Much love and respect to everybody out there. God bless everybody. I appreciate everybody's beliefs, but before I get up out of here, I want to say a quick prayer to make sure everybody has a good journey. Father God, I come to you tonight to say respect to everybody that's tapped in tonight. Much love to everybody that showed up to support me and Conejo's podcast tonight. Shout out to everybody that's carrying into the holiday season. We want to pray for everybody that's out there struggling. We hope everybody has a good holiday and a good beginning of the December. Shout out to everybody out there that's going to support the December 23rd event. Much love to everybody. God bless, and we out. Much love and respect. We up out west.
Hell.
That was a good interview.